Hello again, my name is Jeff and thank you for joining me on my latest restoration from die-cast powder coat and restoration. Well, I'm sure you can guess what I'll be doing today. This is my favourite detective series, starring Peter Falk as Columbo.
Move it back!
Now, this was always going to be a divisive issue. I've had a little vote on one of my little videos I put out. More people wanted this car transformed into Columbo's, more than those that didn't. But I totally agree with the people that didn't. It was very difficult for me to want to do this. As you can see, it's in lovely condition, and I'm not exactly one for destroying cars. But I hope you do like the finished results. Well, what can I say? It's our first look at it. Nothing wrong with it at all. Beautiful paintwork. It's a Solido model and it's brand new. I only paid about £9.99 for it, but I did want to do a Columbo car of some sort, so I needed a base model to start with. So here we go then. Let's take the one screw out. And then the rear is released by pulling out the rear number plate, which has got a couple of little clips in that holds the base on at the rear. Okay, so we'll now start taking the interior apart. There's one main seating area, which includes the convertible top. And the steering wheel needs to be levered out with the dentistry tool. And the same with the windscreen. Now just pushing out the grille, lights, etc. And there we go, there's all the parts together. First of all, to allow things to dry, I'm just going to go over with some primer onto the plastic interior, and I'm going to paint it with a cream colour, an ivory colour. Okay, the main casting now into the media blaster. Lucky enough I was able to show you this one again. No vacuum cleaner attached this time, so there's a little bit more dust. And back from the media blaster now. Actually, I could just leave it at that. A nice rough looking grey. But no, we better carry on and use the spinning wire brush now just to polish the casting up. A quick rub over now with some acetone, and I've also got some little rubber bungs, heat resistant bungs, that will prevent some of the holes being filled up with powder coat. And now for powder coating, I'm using a Electrostatic Magic textured grey. As you'll later find out, that was a big mistake. And into the oven for the usual 10 minutes at 180 degrees. But there we are, back from the oven, and I've completely stripped it. Absolutely awful. As you can see from the clamps, that it is very textured, totally out of scale. So plan B now, which I've seen on another YouTube video, painting it with some grey primer. It will have to be clear coated later, but this idea did seem to work. So this is a powder coating video, but obviously needs must, and it takes a big man to admit his mistakes. So now I've painted the wheels with some black spray paint, and I'm now using some cotton buds and some white spirit just to rub off the excess black on the hubs, and also made them a little bit dirtier later on with a little bit of brown paint. Okay, this is another very expensive detailing tip someone told me. I'm actually using an old tea bag, which apparently is very good for giving a slight dirty appearance. It's a bit unusual idea, but it does seem to work. And of course at the end this will be clear coated in. I've also used this on the grills and the bumper. Also a little bit of brown paint, not fully mixed, just a little bit of light brown paint onto the bumpers. Gives you an effect of rust. Well, that's what I was looking for anyway. Well, I didn't waste the tea. After this I was able to drink the cup of tea. The model is now clear coated. I've painted, as I said earlier, the interior with a ivory cream, and now we can start to put the base back on. Okay, so we put the screw back in, holds the front on, and there's that music now, so just 2 minutes to go. And finally the little clip that goes in the back that becomes the rear number plate. And that's it, she's finished. That is a Californian license plate, as small as I could get it. so I fixed it half hanging off, and then you can see the rust in the bumpers using the brown paint and tea bag. Okay, let's have a little look of what she used to look like. Beautiful condition, lovely paintwork, white wall tyres. So it's a brand new model, and I know this was a divisive issue, but please accept my apologies, but I had to do something. I wanted a Columbo car, so it had to be done eventually. And let's have a little look of what she looks like now. Here we go, a horrible matte grey paint with bumper hanging on, a damaged headlight, rust and dirt on the bodywork and the bumpers. The wheels are a little bit dirty now, and I've cleaned up the interior a little bit with some chrome pen. Once again, I do hope you enjoyed this video. Please join me again for the next one, and also please subscribe if you do like them. Thank you very much, and goodbye for now.